도, 레, 미, 파, 솔, 라, 시, 도, 미, 너처럼 내 맘 넘어가는 중이야. 도, 레, 미, 파, 솔, 라, 시, 도, 돌이표인가 봐. 계속 넌.
What's up, you guys? I'm SOBEN here, and how was about your Lunar New Year? You know what? Every student come back to school after the TED holiday for a long time, but my school is not. I'm still on vacation. Tell the truth, I really want to come back to school right now because I need to learn. My brain need to learn, need to study something. My brain don't want to relax. Yeah. And today I want to make this video to talk about education and why education is so important for your life. Okay, now let's freaking go. At your age, learning is not just about going to school or passing exams. It is truly the most important key to opening the doors to a bright and successful future. Many people think that studying is difficult or boring, but you should see it as a great investment in yourself because the knowledge you gain today is a treasure that no one can ever take away from you. When you spend time learning new things, you are preparing yourself for many big opportunities that will come later in life. And this process helps you build a strong foundation for your career. One of the biggest benefits of learning is that it provides you with the better job opportunities, allowing you to find a position that you love with a good salary instead of just any job. Furthermore, learning helps you build a confidence. When you understand how the world works, you feel more comfortable taking to order and you won't feel scared when facing new challenges. It also teaches you how to think clearly and make better decisions, which means you can choose the best path of your life instead of just following that other people tell you to. Learning is not always about boring books or difficult tests. Instead, you should think of it as a wonderful adventure to discover who you really are and what you love. When you are at this age, your brain is like a sponge ready to absorb new ideas. And very subject you study is at a chance to find your hidden talents. For example, you might think you don't like science, but after a few interesting lessons, you could discover that you want to become a great doctor or an inventor. One of the best benefits of learning is that it keeps your life from being boring. It gives you new hobbies, like playing instrument, speaking a foreign language, or even coding a simple games. Furthermore, learning helps you understand other people better because when you know about history of different cultures, you become more empathetic and open-minded. Instead of just following the crowd, education gives you the power to have your own opinions and to dream bigger than ever before. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room, but by being a lifelong learner, you will always find ways to improve yourself and stay happy. Being a student and not having an education is like trying to cross a dangerous ocean without a boat. You will struggle every single day just to stay above the water. At your age, if you decide that learning is not important, you are particularly throwing away your shield and your sword before the real battle of life even starts. One of the most difficult things about lacking education as a student is that you lose your voice in society. When you don't have knowledge, people will not listen to your opinions, and you will find it's very hard to define yourself when someone treats you unfairly. Furthermore, while your friends are moving forward to get a high-paying jobs and travel to cool place, you might be trapped in boring love quality life because you don't have the skill that companies are looking for. Instead of choosing a career that makes you happy, you will have to take any healthy, tiring job just to pay for your meals. And you will always be the first person to replace by machine or smarter worker. Without education, your world becomes very small, and you will feel like a prisoner of your own mistakes, watching or enjoy the freedom and the money that you could have had. In short, being an educated student is the faster way to become a victim of life instead of being the hero who controls his one story. Okay, tea break now. I have pillow snack and banana chocolate milk. And you know, that's so delectable and I really like it. Okay, anyway. Learning is never-ending journey that everyone must take. From the youngest child to the older elders, because the world never stops changing. For children and students, education is like building a strong foundation for a house. It provides the basic tools like reading, writing, and logic understand how things work. However, the need to learn does not stop after you leave school to get a degree. For elders, staying curious and learning new skills is the only way to survive and thrive in a modern world where the technology and jobs change every day. One of the most important benefits of lifelong learning is that it keeps your brain healthy and sharp. Just like your muscle needs exercise, your mind needs new information to stay strong as you get older. Furthermore, when people of all age continue to learn, it creates a better society where we can solve big problems together, such as protecting the environment or using new medicine to save lives. If we stop learning, we stop growing, and we become like a frozen clock that cannot tell the time anymore. In short, whether you are 7 or 70 years old, education is the secret to staying young, being useful to others, and keep going your life exciting and full of meaning. And finally, one message I want to tell everyone in the world that nothing is as important as taking up space in society and cementing yourself. So that's why we have to study. We have to choose education, because just education, which can change your life, can change the future. Okay, and that is the content of this video for today. And thank you for listening, and I hope you understand why education is so super important. And now, bye bye. See you next video. Thank you.